Hello friends, in this lecture we will do class 10th history chapter 1 the rise of nationalism in Europe. We will do question answer. Write in brief, write a note on there are 5 subsection in this one, so we will do one by one. So question number first, write a short note on Giuseppe Mazzini. So Giuseppe Mazzini was an Italian revolutionary born in Genoa in 1807. He became a member of the secret society of Carbonari. He founded two more underground societies that are Young Italy in Marseilles and Young Europe in Bern. Mazzini opposed monarchy and his vision was to make Italy as a democratic republic. Question number 2. Write a short note on Count Camillo di Cavour. So answer is Count Camillo di Cavour was chief minister of Sardinia Piedmont state, which was one of the 7 states of Italy, who led the movement to unify the regions of Italy. He was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. Through Cavour's tactful diplomatic alliance with France, Sardinia Piedmont succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. Question number C. The Greek War of Independence. Answer. Greece had been part of the Ottoman Empire since the 15th century. The growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe sparked off a struggle for independence amongst the Greeks which began in 1821. Second point is nationalists in Greece got support from other Greeks living in exile and from many West Europeans who had sympathies for the ancient Greek culture. Third point is finally the Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation. Question number 4. Frankfurt Parliament. Answer is in the German region, many political associations came together in the city of Frankfurt and decided to vote for an all-German National Assembly known as Frankfurt Parliament. On 18th May 1848, 831 elected representatives took part in the Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul's. They drafted a constitution for a German nation to be headed by a monarchy, subject to a parliament, but the monarch rejected it and sent troops. Finally, the parliament was forced to disband. Next question is the role of women in nationalist struggle. Answer is women of the liberal middle classes combined their demands for the constitutionalism with national unification. Second point is they demanded for the creation of a nation state on parliamentary principles, a constitution, freedom of press and the freedom of association. Third point is women had formed their own political associations, founded newspapers and taken part in political meetings and demonstration. Question number 2. What steps did the French revolutionaries take to create a sense of collective identity among the French people? So there are 7 points in this one. और आपको एग्जाम में अकॉर्डिंग टू मार्क्स क्वेश्चन कितने मार्क्स का है उसके बेसिस पे पॉइंट्स लिखने. if it is asked in 2 marks question, you can write 2-3 points, any 2-3 points, and if it is asked in long answer type question, you can write in all these 7 points. Okay, First point is the idea of le patrie, the fatherland, and les citoyens, the citizen, emphasize the notion of a united community enjoying equal rights under the constitution. Second one is a new French flag, the tricolor replaced royal standard. Third point is new hymns were composed, oaths taken, and martyrs commemorated, all in the name of the nation. Fourth point is a centralized administrative system was put in place and it formulated uniform laws for all citizens within its territory. Fifth point is internal custom duties and dues were abolished and a uniform system of weights and measures was adopted. Sixth point is regional dialects were discouraged and French became the common language of the nation. Seventh point is the revolutionaries declared that it was the mission and the destiny of the French nation to liberate the peoples of the Europe from despotism. So point number two, point number 3, point number 4, point number 5, and point number 6 can easily be remembered. Means to say, point number 6, regional dialects were discouraged and in its place French language was imposed, means common language of the nation. Fifth point is internal custom duties and dues were abolished and in its place uniform system of weights and measure was adopted. And similarly, fourth point, a centralized administrative system was put in place and it formulated uniform laws for all the citizens within its territory. Point number 2, a French flag replaced the royal standard. Question number 3, who were Marine and Germania? What was the importance of the way in which they were portrayed? Female allegories were invented by artists in the 19th century to represent the nation. In France, Christine Marine, a popular Christian name, was characterized as like liberty and the republic. The red cap and the tricolor, the cockade, to remind the people of the nation of the national symbol of the unity. Similarly, Germania became the allegory of the German nation. In visual representation, Germania wears a crown of oak leaves as the German oak stands for heroism. See, second part is what was the importance of the way in which they were portrayed. Like Marine, she wear red cap, the tricolor and the cockade, and it is the national symbol of unity. Similarly, Germania, she wears a crown of oak leaves as the German oak stands for heroism. Question number 4. Briefly trace the process of German unification. So this is the first point. This is introduction, background. If it is asked in long answer type question, you can write this. Otherwise, there is no need to write this because it is already a lengthy question, lengthy answer. So to understand how the German unification is started, first we have to know the background. After 1848, nationalism in Europe shifted from its association with democracy and revolution towards promoting state power and achieving political domination over the Europe. Now we can start with point number 1. In 1848, middle-class Germans tried to unify German Confederation that consists of 39 states into a nation state governed by an elected parliament. Point number 2, however, this was repressed by the combined forces of the monarchy and the military. Point number 3, thereafter Prussia took leadership for the national unification. Its chief minister Otto von Bismarck, along with the Prussian army and bureaucracy, carried out this process. Fourth is 3 wars over 7 years with Austria, Denmark and France ended in the Prussian victory and completed the process of unification. In January 1871, the Prussian king William I was proclaimed German emperor. Question number 5. What changes did Napoleon introduce to make the administrative system more efficient in the territories ruled by him? Answer is changes introduced by Napoleon to make the administrative system more efficient in the territories ruled by him. First one is the Civil Code of 1804 or the Napoleonic Code. Prohibited all privileges based on the birth, established equality before the law, and secured the right to property. Point number 2, simplified administrative divisions, abolished the feudal system and freed peasants from serfdom and manorial dues. Point number 3, in the towns, guild restrictions were removed. Point number 4, transport and communication system were improved. Fifth point is uniform laws, standardized weights and measures, and a common national currency was introduced. Remaining question we will do in the next lecture. Thank you, students.